Welcome to today's lecture. As you know, I am doing a series of lecture related to pet foods. The first two lecture was the basics about the pet foods, and the second one basics about the pet nutrition. And in that continuation, today we will talk about the scope for use of byproducts in pet food. So this series is mostly about the utilization of byproducts in pet foods. In the next lecture, I will discuss about the processing of byproducts into pet foods. So all my lectures are from authentic sources and based on scientific facts and figures, and basically these are for the academic purpose. Mostly this pet food series is for the postgraduate students in livestock products technology, and I request one and all, if you are coming across these lectures, please share to others for their benefits. I have no other interest. It is only for the benefit of the students. So today's lecture I will discuss briefly once again about different kind of byproducts and main animal origin ingredients used in byproduct. Later I will discuss what kind of byproducts are used commonly in pet foods, the different kind of byproducts, their importance, the category of different byproducts, especially based on developed countries or European basis. Briefly, I will discuss different kind and category of byproducts, and later I will use what kind of byproducts are suitable for use in byproducts, and later further I will discuss about the importance of byproducts and the benefits of byproducts for use in the pet foods, the nutritional benefits, the commercial benefits, the economic benefits, and little bit at the end about the use of poultry byproducts and fishery byproducts and its scope in use in the pet foods. This is a basic background about the pet food which I have discussed in my first lecture. So these pet foods can be from animal based, from plant derivatives, and from synthetic. And these pet food products can be dry, wet, and sometimes semi-dry type, and sometimes they can be snacks or treats. And the pet foods can be from for the dogs, cats, fish, and other pets, but we are mainly focusing for dog and to some extent for the cat, and both of them needs mostly the animal origin ingredients for their fulfilling the nutritional requirements. Here, just to get an idea about the 5 most valuable ingredients used in pet food in US. The major is the marine products or fish origin, but mostly the secondary fish resources or fish byproducts are used. Then second is the beef origin, again the secondary quality or beef byproducts. Third is the poultry origin, the chicken byproducts, and next is the grains and other whole grains. Here first we will understand about the pet foods and the use of byproducts and its scope of use. As I have already discussed earlier, the pet food industry major is the dog food segment, which contributes the major part for the revenue or the industry, and then comes the cat and fish food. The principal ingredients in pet foods are meat, poultry, seafood byproducts, and then comes the feed grains, either meals or whole grains, and then comes soya meal. So for the dog and cat, the animal origin ingredient is very important. Besides the other uses, the slaughterhouse byproducts can be used for the preparation of pet food. So slaughterhouse byproducts is an important ingredient which can be used in all pet food, and these byproducts are very rich source of essential nutrients like protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals. So this part I have tried to emphasize in the second lecture, that is the nutritional requirement of the pets, to highlight that the byproducts has an important scope to be used in the pet food. Now we will see little more details about the animal byproducts. As a definition, byproducts are the secondary products produced in addition to the principal product. So whenever we make something, the secondary aspect is called byproduct. So when we slaughter the animal, it is the mainly for meat. So other than the meat, rest all are byproducts. So the remaining parts apart from the dressed carcass, that is bones, organs, blood, etc., and goes for pet food. They are the byproducts other than the main product, that is the meat. So in details it includes lungs, spleen, kidneys. These are the organs which won't go normally for human food. In addition, sometimes brain, then blood, bone, fatty tissue, stomach and intestine after making them clean. So all these has got secondary demand for the human food. So they all can go for pet food. So these are the byproducts which can be commonly used for pet food. So this is a cheap ingredient for pet food to keep the protein level high. All these byproducts are very good source of protein and it can help in reducing the cost of pet foods. So while talking about the pet nutrition, I have highlighted this aspect. Now we will see the role of byproducts in pet foods. So byproducts play a crucial role in the pet food industry by providing the essential nutrients, improving the sustainability because it's a continuous regular source from the slaughterhouse or meat industry, and also reducing the waste from the meat industry by proper and economic use of byproducts in the pet food. So these byproducts include the parts of animals not sometimes typically consumed by humans but are valuable source of nutrients, like the organ meats, as I have already told, the bone meal and fat which comes from the process of rendering. So from slaughterhouse, other condemned carcasses and parts and byproducts are used in great quantity in the pet food. So from the slaughterhouse or meat industry, we will always get large amount of whole carcass condemned or a part of the carcass condemned or other byproducts, as I have mentioned. All these can be used in a great quantity for economic pet foods production. The livestock and their parts from dead, dying, diseased and disabled. So many livestock sometimes may die for many other reason or by disease. All these can be processed by rendering and it can be used for pet food. So through this process we get the bone meal or blood meal or meat meal. So all these can be used in pet food. So this process of rendering I have discussed in details in my earlier lectures, and briefly I will discuss in the next lecture while talking about the processing of pet food by using the byproducts. So once again we will see the common byproducts used in pet food. The byproducts used in pet foods are safe, nutritious and regulated to ensure pet health, and some of the common ingredients from byproducts used in pet food production are organ meats, which I have already told, lungs, kidney, sometime brain, the blood meal. So byproduct during slaughter we get the blood that can be processed by rendering to make blood meal. Then bone meal, again a byproduct of bone we get from the meat industry during deboning, that can be made into bone meal and that is commonly used in pet food. Then fish trimmings or even meat trimmings, skins and skin trimmings. Then poultry byproduct meal. Sometimes all the poultry byproduct together processed by rendering and made into poultry byproduct meal, that can be used in pet foods. Similarly, fish meal and fish oil obtained from the fishery byproducts, and it also commonly used in pet foods. Here we will see the byproduct categories. This is basically as per the European regulations. They have three categories, category 1, 2 and 3. So animal byproducts are grouped into three categories based on the risk involved, and accordingly they should be used for pet foods. So category 1 includes the high risk category, that is zoo and circus animals and pets and specified risk materials. carcasses used in experiments. All these are category 1. These byproducts are for disposal, can be used for incineration or as fuels in approved combustion plant. The category 2, again high risk category, coming from unhatched poultry died in cell or carcasses of dead livestock and digestive tract content. All these are not intended for animal consumption, can be used for landfilling after sterilization and safe for technical uses. The category 3 alone is suitable for pet food. So low risk category, category 3 is the low risk category. Example, byproducts from slaughterhouse fit for human. So all the animals slaughtered for human consumption from which we get the byproducts, that is suitable for pet foods, and also the domestic catering waste, egg and egg cells. So these byproducts are not intended for human consumption, can be used for organic fertilizers, pet food and animal feed. But exactly this is not applicable to Indian condition. In Indian condition, we have vast resource of byproducts. Naturally, there is a large number of animals die in natural causes. So all these animals, if they are collected quickly and processed by rendering, then all the byproducts or this whole carcass processed can be used for pet foods. So as per the European classification of byproducts based on risk, only the category 3 is suitable for pet food. But in India, till now we do not have exactly such category. So as I mentioned, when the natural death happens, if they are collected quickly and processed, the dead animals or all other byproducts can be processed by rendering, and then different product comes out like carcass meal, blood meal or bone meal can be used in pet food. But here only the category 3 is suitable for pet food. So here the carcasses or body parts passed or fit for human consumption and at a slaughterhouse, they are suitable for pet foods. The products or foods of animal origin originally meant for human consumption but withdrawn for commercial reason, not because it is unfit to eat. So when for some other reason all these products from animal origin, when it is withdrawn for human consumption, that can go for pet food. Similarly, domestic catering waste or cells from shellfish with soft tissues, whenever shellfish is processed, the cells can be used for processing into byproducts and can be used into pet foods. Then eggs, egg byproducts, hatchery byproducts and egg cells, all these can be processed as byproduct and used in pet food. So here once again we will see the byproducts suitable for pet foods. Firstly, the aquatic animals, aquatic and terrestrial invertebrates, they are all suitable for pet foods. Hides and skins from slaughterhouses are suitable. Then processed animal proteins, that is the animal proteins processed from any category 3 animal byproducts which has been treated to make it safe, is suitable for use in pet foods. The processed animal protein coming from the category 3 are suitable for pet foods. Now if the processed animal protein or blood products from ruminants are used to make pet food, then it must not be processed with livestock feed on the same site. So they should not be processed in the same site for the livestock feed. The pet foods must be kept separate from livestock feed during storage, transport and packaging. Then the hooves, horns, feathers, wool and hair, generally they are not suitable for pet food. Sometimes the feathers can be processed specially to hydrolyzed feather meal or hydrolyzed keratin. Then sometimes it can be used in a very limited quantity, because all these are not normally easy to digest. So particularly for the monogastric animals like dogs and cats. So hooves, horns, feathers, wool and hair, they are all very rich in keratin, which is a very complex protein. Normally it should be avoided in pet foods. This is in continuation of byproducts suitable for pet foods like animal byproducts from aquatic animals, from factories that make food for humans, that is the fish processing factories for human, then cells from shellfish with soft tissue or flesh, then sea or land invertebrates once they don't carry any disease that can be passed on to humans or animals, then rodents and rabbits unless they are from zoos, experimental animals, or diseased wild animals. So if they are from zoos or experimental animals or diseased wild animal, they are not suitable. Then blood, placenta, then raw milk from live animals. So they are all suitable for pet foods. And finally the aquatic animals and parts of such animals except sea mammals, they are also suitable for pet food. So all these are the categories of different byproducts which is suitable for pet foods. Now we will see importance of byproducts in pet foods. Firstly, the nutritional value. As I mentioned, the byproducts, particularly the organ meats, they are very rich in essential nutrients, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So that's a very important role. Then they improve the pet health by supporting digestion, immunity and muscle development. The second is sustainability and waste reduction. So utilizing these byproducts minimizes the waste from slaughterhouses and fish processing industries. And these byproducts promotes eco-friendly approach by reducing the environmental footprint towards the pet food production. So these byproducts used in pet food is really important from nutritional point of view and for sustainability point of view. In continuation about the importance of byproducts in pet food, the number 3 is cost effectiveness. The byproducts used in pet food help in producing the affordable pet food while maintaining high nutritional standard. So the cost effectiveness, the cost is reduced. They ensure pet food manufacturers can offer quality diets at a lower cost. Because of the use of these byproducts, pet food can be provided at a lower cost by the manufacturers. The fourth is industry acceptance and regulations. So in the first lecture I have mentioned there are authorities to regulate the quality like AFCO, FDA, EU. So all these authority ensure the quality. So when the byproducts are used, the quality is ensured through these regulations, and leading pet food brands incorporate byproducts while maintaining all these strict quality regulations. There is a myth like consumer perception and myth that some consumers believe byproducts are low quality or unsafe. So nowadays there is a lot of propaganda that byproducts should not be used in pet food. Actually it is not true. The byproducts are of very high quality and very high quality nutrients as I mentioned earlier, and the safety aspect is taken care because they are processed by sterilization, by rendering. Some of these we are going to discuss in the next lecture talking about the processing of byproducts and pet foods. Now we will discuss about the benefits of byproducts used in pet food. Firstly, byproducts play a crucial role in promoting sustainability by reducing food waste and minimizing environmental impact of pet food production. So from the slaughterhouse, when the byproducts are used, then that reduces the pollution and improves the sustainability and also the environmental impact for the production of pet food. Secondly, their utilization ensures that resources are used efficiently, benefiting both the industry and the environment. So here we can see that budget-friendly pet nutrition is possible by use of the byproducts. The pet foods containing byproducts are more affordable than those made with 100% good quality meat or prime meat, while still providing complete and balanced nutrition. So prime meat is not suitable or possible to include in the pet foods, which make it more costly. Further, it makes use of byproducts makes it easier for pet owners to feed their pets a high quality diet without overspending. And another aspect is the maintaining quality without extra cost. So byproducts provide essential nutrients naturally, reducing the need for synthetic additives or supplements. So pets needs a lot of extra nutritional supplements which can be avoided when these byproducts are used in the pet foods. Now we will see the nutritional benefits of byproducts. As we have discussed in the earlier lecture about the nutritional basis for pet foods. So byproducts is a rich source of essential nutrients. We have discussed there the high quality protein from the animal origin byproducts, essential vitamins, important minerals and healthy fats, especially omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. These are the very important nutritional requirements and they are very good source from the byproducts. Secondly, the contribution to pet health. So these byproducts, when they are used in the pet foods, they improve the digestive health, the immune system support, the joint and bone health, the sufficient quantity of important minerals, macro minerals, as I have discussed, calcium, phosphorus, etc., and the source of collagen, essential amino acids, and also for the skin and coat health. So all these things are very good protected by the pet food when it uses the byproducts. Now we will discuss about the economic benefits of byproducts used in pet foods. So byproducts play a significant role in making pet food more affordable and cost effective for both manufacturers and pet owners. This we have already discussed. Their use helps reduce production cost while maintaining high nutritional value. Firstly, the lower raw material cost. Byproducts are more affordable than primary meat cuts, reducing ingredient expenses for manufacturers and allow pet food companies to produce high quality food at a lower price. Secondly, the efficient use of resources. Utilizing byproducts maximizes the value of the entire animal, preventing waste. Reduces the need for additional livestock production, lowering overall cost. And thirdly, price stability in the pet food market. Since byproducts are a secondary product, their cost is less affected by market fluctuations compared to premium muscle meats. So by using the byproduct, we can have a stable price for the pet food. So far I was discussing about the use of byproducts in pet foods, but when we say byproducts, that is mostly from the meat industry, which includes in this case the beef industry and pork industry. But in case of India, the poultry industry is the biggest and more well organized. So from the poultry, byproducts also can be used in pet food, like poultry byproducts can play a crucial role in enhancing the protein content and nutritional value of pet food. These ingredients are widely used due to their high digestibility, essential amino acids, and rich in micronutrients. So these aspects we have discussed in the nutritional requirement for pet foods. The common poultry byproducts that can be used in pet food are like poultry meal, or sometimes we say poultry byproduct meal. So here all the byproducts like head, shank, intestine and other non-edible portions together processed by rendering and made into poultry byproducts meal. So this poultry byproduct meal can be used in the pet food. In addition, the other edible organs like liver, gizzard, necks, cartilage, sometimes the extra fat or the skin removed for processing. All these are used in the pet food. The role of these poultry byproducts in improving the protein content, and also their advantage is their high digestibility and bioavailability. So these aspects we have discussed earlier, the bioavailability, that is how easily they are assimilated in the system. Then all these proteins supports the muscle growth and maintenance, and they enhances the palatability of the pet food and provides the essential micronutrients and macronutrients. So these poultry byproducts can provide the protein, fat, mineral and vitamins. There is a new demand for a dog chews from chicken feet. It's a comparatively novel product coming from the poultry byproducts. So these chicken feet are an excellent example of how poultry slaughter byproducts can be valorized into high value pet products. So this poultry shank part can be dried, processed hygienically and safely and made into dog chews. And these dog chews are essential requirement for the dogs. The benefits of this chicken feet as dog chew are they are very good for dental health benefit. It supports the joint health because it's a good source of calcium and phosphorus and other collagen. Collagen is very rich in these legs or feet and they are high in protein and other nutrients. So there is a market demand and commercial success about it. Presently, we are also working in this area for developing the scientific dog chews from the poultry feet. These dog chews are many pet food brands now offer chicken feet chews as a premium natural treat and increasing demand for natural grain-free single ingredient treat because this is a single ingredient, nothing else is added, and it has boosted the popularity of poultry byproducts in pet nutrition. Now briefly we will discuss about the fish processing byproducts in pet food. Earlier I had several classes on the fish processing byproducts. The fish byproducts including fish oil, fish meal and fish trimmings I have discussed about their processing. They are very valuable ingredients in pet food. So they provide high quality protein, essential omega-3 fatty acid, other key nutrients to support the skin health or coat shine for the pets or dogs and also for brain function and overall well-being. So benefits of fish byproducts in pet food, they support the skin and coat health, enhances brain and cognitive function, reduces inflammation and supports joint health, boosts immune system and heart health, and highly digestible protein source. So we have discussed about the poultry processing, fish processing byproducts and how they can be processed for making fish meal or fish oil, and all this can be used in the pet food manufacturing and gives lot of health benefits. So some of this processing we will discuss again in the next lecture. Here in this picture we can see modern high capacity pet food processing plant. Mostly they use the extruded processing system, continuous step by step, and they are producing the dried pet foods most commonly, where we can add a portion of the byproducts or byproducts meal which is already processed through rendering. So this is about the good or bad aspect of byproducts in pet foods. So there are certain doubts and debates, especially in the developed countries. Sometimes there is a doubt whether the byproducts from diseased animal or dead animal can be used, but as far as the safety and quality, they are perfectly okay. Any dead animal, if it is collected and processed quickly by rendering. So rendering is a safe process which does a sterilization and which separates the fat and get the carcass meal. So this meal is a very good source of protein and other nutrients, so it is perfectly okay. But if the carcass dead for long time and if there is decomposition, then it is not suitable. But nowadays the pet has become very important in human life as a companion animal, as good as human life. So there is a feeling that pet should not be include the byproducts, but scientifically, hygienically, nutritionally they are perfect if they are collected hygienically, preserved correctly and processed hygienically and scientifically. So they are very safe and nutritionally very good, so there should not be any problem. So now we are at the end of today's lecture. Today's motto of the lecture is to see the scope and potential of byproducts used in pet food. So we have discussed what is the pet food requirement and different kind of pet foods briefly, and the scope for use of different byproducts. Then we have discussed what is the byproducts and different importance of the byproducts, nutritional aspect and commercial aspect, and potential of use of byproducts for sustainability. Then we have discussed about the different category of byproducts like category 1, 2, 3 as per the European regulation, and as per that only category 3 byproducts are suitable for pet foods. So we have discussed it in more details what are the category 3, and then we have discussed the benefit of using byproducts or importance of using byproducts in pet food, the nutritional aspect, the commercial aspect, the economic aspect, the environmental aspect, all the advantages by using the byproducts. We have discussed what are the different byproducts that can be used from meat industry or beef industry, the organs and the bones and the intestine, etc., how they should be processed and used. Of course, processing part we are going to discuss in the next lecture. And then finally we have discussed about the commercial aspect, sustainability, price structure and affordability. By using the byproducts we can reduce the cost and it becomes more affordable and cost effective. Later we have discussed about the poultry byproducts and its suitability in the pet foods like the poultry byproducts meal or poultry organs or skin, feather sometime and legs. And especially we have discussed the dog chew prepared from poultry leg or feet, which is getting momentum and value in the industry. And lastly, briefly we have discussed about the fishery byproducts or fish processing byproducts from which we can get fish meal or fish oil. They are very valuable for adding into the different pet foods. Hope this becomes very useful. Thank you.